guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. This is my second Amazon video this month. I just got so excited and ordered way too many products, so I did split it up into two videos. If you missed my first video, I'm gonna have it linked down below, but this video is all about kitchen gadgets. We're gonna be testing them out together. I also have some that I've just had in my house for weeks, years, and months, and I'm gonna be sharing those as well, just in case you need something like that. But this is all about saving you time, saving you money, and getting you products that just save you time. So if you're new here, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below, and let's jump straight into today's video. And also, just a reminder, if you're new here, I have everything linked down below in the description box. So if you see something you like, I'm gonna have it linked down there so you can click on it and go directly to the product and get it ordered for yourself or for a friend. The first product we're gonna talk about are those trays next to your sink. We all love them. We love how they look, but they get so gross and dirty like every single day. You have to clean them every single day. I've also had wood ones, and then they get like water rings or marks or like water spots on it. So I was on a hunt for a product that solved all those solutions, and I found it. It actually comes in a 2-pack, so you can use these next to any sink or anywhere with decorating, but next to your kitchen sink, maybe your bathroom sinks, but they're just like waterproof. They don't get any watermarks on them. I'm sure there's all different colors. If you guys know me, I'm always gonna grab the neutral one. It also has these little stickies you put on the bottom. You don't have to, but I think it'll save it from like rubbing your countertop. But if you want it flatter, you could also leave them off. But let's go check these out and see if they really work. So here's how it looks. I will say this is a massive bottle of hand soap, and it holds it really well. I was concerned because these seemed pretty small to me, but it sat on there just fine. I have my scrub brush. You could also put a sponge, or I like to use cupcake stands with a sponge on it. It's gonna hold that. But now let's see if it works. So I'm gonna put some water on it and see what it does. As you can see, it gets wet, but then it's made dry. And so I'm gonna let it dry, and I can show you later on in the video, but then you never have spots on it. So if you're sick of like cleaning your countertop, or you know, something staining your countertop, I know these can get really dirty. Like right here, I normally have it in this, and you can see how dirty that is from setting it on my counter. This is just an option. So you know, you can like rinse it off underneath the water faucet. You don't have to worry about damaging it, setting it back up. Super easy. So like I said, it's a 2-pack if you're needing anything like this. Now moving on to the next product. This one is so cool. Chase found this product. We've already tested it because we were really curious if it works, but I don't know if you've ever had a problem like opening a jar. I know I have. Even in college, I'd like run over to my neighbors because I couldn't get it off. And I have a few different solutions for this, but I'm gonna show you both of them. But this one's actually really cool. It'd be a really good gift for like your grandparents or somebody, or someone that just can't get it open. Maybe you're sending your kid off to college like my parents sent me. I would have loved to have this in my house, but here it is, and you're just gonna set it. Like I said, I'm gonna show it to you here in a second. You're gonna set it on the jar, you're gonna press the button, and it closes in and then wraps its arms tight around it, and it's actually going to pop the lid off for you. All you have to do is press the button. So let me show you how this one works. Look at that. Is that not crazy? So you can just give this as a gift or get it for yourself, but I think that works so well. Just in case you're needing a few more details on this, it is battery operated, so you don't have to worry about charging it, which sometimes is just easier to me anymore, especially if you're giving it to like your grandma or something. It's just right here. You just slide this off, and there's batteries in there. So if it does get low, you don't have to worry about charging it. You just put fresh batteries in. Sorry for all the noise. But say you don't like gadgets like that. You're like, nope, don't want to deal with charging. I don't want to deal with batteries. I just want something easier. I have the product for you. So this product, my grandma has had my entire life. Hers was made of wood. They're different now. My mom had a wood one growing up, but I got one, and you can see right there, it just screws under any cabinet. You could do it in a pantry. You could do it out in your kitchen. But like I said, I've never known a time in my life that my family hasn't owned this. I think it's amazing. They sell them on Amazon now. My mom's actually even replaced her original one because it just got so old after so many decades. But I love that it's hidden right there, but I'll show you how it works. Now we're moving on to the fire blanket, and I feel like every household needs this. If you're a renter, if you're an owner, if you're an apartment, I don't care. I think this is something you need. If you have kids, buy it for them. Family members, there are all different sizes, but maybe you have a stove fire. You can throw this over it and it like smothers it and puts it out. Maybe it's a candle. For whatever reason, if there's a fire, you can throw this over it. So you can hang this in your kitchen if you want to, and then you just pull on these straps and the blanket's gonna come out, and then you throw it over it. Another reason I have it is I have one in my daughter's bedroom. If we ever do have a house fire, which I pray we never do, she can wrap it around her and protect herself getting out of the house. So I feel like there's so many good reasons to own this that you just need to save up and make sure you have it. I feel like if you live in a house, an apartment, whatever it is, you need one of these. Get one in your kitchen, get one in your kids' bedrooms, but I promise you, you're just gonna sleep a little bit better every night knowing you have these around. One last tip I want to share with you about that fire blanket is make sure your family knows where it is. If you're not going to hang it up or you can be seen, I always tell them where it is. If I'm going to move it for some reason, it's something I try not to move just so we know where it is, but definitely tell everybody in your house where it's going to be located, so if they need to grab it, they can. Now let's talk about this beautiful cutting board. I've been wanting one of these for so long, but for some reason, every time I looked them up, they were close to $100. And I'm like, I am not spending that on a cutting board. I don't know if I was just looking at the wrong ones. I don't know. So I started doing a search on Amazon. I found this for 18 bucks. So there's this size for like 18. There's also a larger one for 33, but I feel like this is a really good size for a cutting board. You can leave this out all the time. It's one of those you don't even see. And if you do, it's just so pretty. So if you cook a lot or you're chopping a lot, if you want to tuck it away, you can. This is really good if you have kids and they're going to be playing with Play-Doh. You can like set this right in front of them. This is also really good if you have like a wood or nice like dining table or wherever your kids are going to eat at. If they're messy eaters, just literally slide this in right in front of them, put their food on it. They'll think they're being fancy, but it's also just like protecting wherever they are, so they can play on this, craft on this, you can cut on this. I feel like it can be used several different ways, but let me show you how it looks in the kitchen. This right here is one of the ways I would use it. I feel like if I'm going to be doing a lot, this is helpful because this is my trash can right here. So I could just cut and then slide into the trash can. I also know we'll use it a lot right here. Like this is a prep area, so it could stay out. You know what I mean? Like it does not look bad at all. And we're always like chopping fruit, but see when I get back, you don't even notice it. Here is another option as well. So it's right here at our island. So maybe kids are gonna eat here. Maybe they're gonna make slime. Maybe they're gonna play with Play-Doh, whatever it is. Like I said, I just feel like it's perfect and hidden. And then it's protecting your countertop or your table, whatever else you're trying to protect. One more space I wanted to show you was just the dining table. Maybe you have a wood table like mine. Maybe it's a white table and you don't wanna get it dirty or stains. It really can be used so many different spaces, and then you don't have to worry about protecting the countertops, the table, whatever it is. And I just feel like it blends in really well. Now, before I can talk about some other items, I need to get some of my fruit clean, and I actually ordered this 2-pack. It looks super easy to use. You just set it next to your sink and you can dump things in. This could be if you have pasta and you need to pour out the hot water. This could be if you're cleaning fruit and need to rinse it. I will say it has this piece right here, so if it's smaller stuff, it won't go through it and rinse out, but it's also removable. So if you want to take it out just so it can drain, whatever works best, but it does come in these 2 colors as a set. So it's one of those gifts you can get for yourself and give one, because most people don't need 2. So you can share this one and it's super affordable. So let's try it out and see if it works. So I do normally like soak my fruit to rinse it and to clean it, but I just wanted to show you how these work. This would also be really good if you're making pasta, like even like mac and cheese or Velveeta, one of those meals. If you're just making pasta to go into a spaghetti, you can just dump it in here and it drains. I will say I'll probably always leave that little attachment in. I think there's very few things that won't slide out there, but it's really nice to have. Maybe you do need two. You can do 2 fruits. You could just sprinkle something on there and then rinse it. But I feel like it is helpful. They seem kind of small, but it held quite a bit. Like this was a lot of grapes and it fit in there just fine. Another little tip with these, they do set into each other. So I know that helps with like cabinet space or drawer space. You will have to take out one of these, which it just literally slides in and out, but then it sets right in it. So if you want to keep 2, they are easier to store than like having to find a spot for 2 of them. But now I want to take that fruit and actually use that clear cutting board that we talked about earlier. I want to show cutting on it just to see how it holds up. Plus, I also got this. I think this is viral. I think everyone's talking about it. As soon as I ordered it, they had like no neutral colors, and now I think they have gray and stuff, so I'll probably reorder it. But it's got this little like attachment down here, and you take it off. And if you can see through there, it's got like blades, and you can just chop up strawberries and different fruits. I mean, I'm gonna try my grapes. So let's test out the clear cutting board and this one. I honestly thought it would start leaving scratches like immediately, but it didn't. And maybe over time it will, but I really thought like as soon as I cut through it, you would start getting a little bit of those scratches, but it hasn't. But now I'm even more curious to use this. This is a really cool gadget, especially maybe for kids if you want them to be able to cut food up, but you don't want them hurting themselves. I will say remind them not to touch the bottom and just like get it out like that or pound it. But it cut up the strawberries really well. It doesn't work on grapes. You can see that one, it was not gonna work. I'm gonna open up the listing real fast and see if it suggests anything else, but even just for your kids and cutting up strawberries, and what's nice is it just fills up this container and then you can dump it onto their plate. So here's the listing for that fruit slicer. It shows like strawberries, eggs is a really good one, bananas. So just keep that in mind. It's not just strawberries, and you can get them in a 2-pack. There's all different colors there, so I just wanted to show you that option. I'm pretty sure I've shared something like this in the past, but I'm gonna give you a few options because I feel like every time I'm cooking and I set down like my spoon or my spatula or whatever, it gets on my countertops. We have white quartz, so sometimes it can kind of stain. Not that I can't get it out, but it just creates a mess. So I've learned to have something there, so then all I have to do is clean that item, like rinse it off in the sink, set it back over there, and we're good to go. So let me show you some options. Here is option 1, and like I said, this is super functional. You don't even have to leave this out on your counter. You could just pull it out of a drawer when you go to start cooking. Just rinse it off in the sink, keep it clean, dry it out. I love that it holds like the lid. You could put several utensils here, like it's wide enough, but it does have this little like cutout for one. So it comes in different colors, super affordable, super functional. But what I personally like to use is this marble little like stone right here. We're not gonna talk about my stove being dirty because this is a judgment-free zone, but I like to, let me grab something, put this when I'm cooking. I just feel like it's prettier, it's really easy to clean. I literally just like put it underneath the water, dry it off, and set it back here. This was actually a housewarming gift from my neighbor, and I just love it. She did not even know me, and she like nailed my taste. So this would also work to keep your like soaps on next to your sink, whatever. It's just when it gets wet a lot, I feel like it just doesn't, I don't know, you can start getting watermarks and stuff. So I love it for right here when I'm cooking. If you do want this, I can link it. I found it on Amazon before, and it comes with this. So it can be like a cheese board. You can use it next to a sink. You can use it next to the stove. You can decorate with it, put a candle on it. I feel like it's one of those pieces that might be a tad bit more, but you can use it in so many different places, and then it just looks nice setting out. Like this one I feel like you may have to put up. You don't have to, it's just preference, but this one I leave out all the time. Now moving on, we're going to talk about another product I talked about earlier, the jar opener underneath the cabinets that my grandma had my whole life. Something else I constantly remember her having is this Papa plate, and I want to say it's her. I'm pretty sure it was her. I just remember it as a kid, but you screw it into underneath your cabinets. I don't know what it is about that generation. They just used all the space, I think, because they had smaller homes, and then you can keep your paper plates there, so you can just pull them down while you're cooking. This would also work in a pantry, so if you don't want this in your kitchen, you could put it in a pantry. It comes in different colors. I grabbed a black. I'm going to show it to you, but this is just functional. It's not really pretty, but if it saves you time, if it helps you, if you don't have a spot for your paper plates, this may be the solution to your problem. So here's how it works. It comes like this. We ordered black just because that's what we do here. And it comes in 2 pieces. So it's like this, super lightweight. It comes with the screws and everything you need. So this one shows like those really cheap paper plates that have like that, you know, scallop ruffle edge. All I have are my Target plates, but they still fit in here. So just make sure they're gonna fit, and it sets in there like that. You're gonna pop the top on, and then that top's what screws in. But I wanna show you real fast. See how it's like, they're hanging right there. Oh, here's a better. Okay, make sure you lock it in. So I locked it in this time, so it's not gonna fall. But you can see, let's try this again. Here it is right there. So there are your plates, and then you just take one. Like I said, this would like be on your cabinet, so this would be way easier. But then you just, okay, I promise guys, this is easy. You're gonna just take it and pull it out and you have a plate. But let me go hold this underneath. I'm doing a terrible job at displaying this one. I'm gonna show you what it looks like underneath the cabinet, and it would work better if it was like stuck in place and you could just pull it down. I also think it would work even better if you got like those plates, but these do fit it and would work, so just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna show you up close first. This is what it would look like. So you would have that put in the cabinet. So I feel like you do see it, maybe not a ton, but like from up here, you kind of do see the bottom, like where my actual eyes are. If you got white, you wouldn't notice it as bad. But this top right here, you would screw it into your cabinet. So just keep that in mind. It's not like a sticky one, but you would screw it in there. And then this part right here just twist off. So you can put more in it and then twist it and lock it back into place. If it was me, I would put it in my pantry. So let me show you. Then kids could just come in here and grab what they need. So I could either put it up high so everyone could see it. That's most likely what I would do. Or I could just put it like right here when you walk in. It's actually not a bad idea. We might install that. But it's definitely like, if you don't like the look, just throw it in a space that you don't use as much. You could also probably put it like inside a cabinet. I don't know. How good are your cabinets? If they're super strong and you have the space, I feel like it might be able to like go in there, but I have like 5,000 dishes, so I can't. The next product we're going to talk about is just another good like space saving gadget. So if you don't have a lot of storage, you don't have a lot of space, if you're trying to make it work, I feel like Amazon can be your best friend. So this is a drawer, so you can put this in your refrigerator, you can put this inside a cabinet, you can put this in a pantry, but basically it slides out and you can organize it. It already has dividers in there. They don't come out from what it looks like. Oh, they do. So it comes out. So if you want just one big drawer, you could do that and it slides. So how this one works is it hooks onto your cabinet right here, and then there is a sticky part here. So if you don't want to have to screw this one in, you don't have to. I do want to test this one out though, because I'm curious to see if it actually works. But if it does, it would be nice even for like your kids' snacks. You could keep them down lower. I'm going to try it in a few different areas so we can see like where it actually works. I'm gonna call this one right here a fail. Now it may work in your household, but in my home, I cannot find a spot for it to work, and I'm gonna show you why. So first spot I tried it was my fridge. Now I will say this is like angled right here. So I didn't feel like I could get it clipped on. And if I did, I felt like I was gonna scratch something or break the plastic pieces right here. And that's how I felt on everything. Like these may give more than you think, but I couldn't do it there. It also showed like putting it here, but it would have to hook in here, and this is too thick. So if you have a thin one right here, it could slide in and then you'd have a drawer. But that didn't work for me. I also looked right here in the pantry, and once again, like I felt like I was gonna break it. Like I almost felt like this was too thick. I'm gonna try it one more time because maybe I'm just being too gentle with it, but I feel like the only spot it might work for me is in here because everything else is too thick. So let me try one more time. Yeah, I'm still gonna say it's a fail. Even with 2 hands, like I cannot get that up there thick enough to put it on, and I think it would just snap it. So it's a cool concept. If you have thinner shelves, it would work, but my biggest struggle is what if they're too thin and then it doesn't stay. I guess it does have the sticky thing in the back, so that may help. So for me, it's a fail. It may work for you, so I'll still link it down below just in case, but for me, I say fail. I promise you, we are getting closer to the end of this video, but I have about 3 or 4 more products that I really want to share with you. So the next one's called the Thaw Claw. So to me, this just screams like info commercial, you know, like, but wait, there's more. The packaging is what totally got me, but here it is. So I went ahead and left the packaging on, and it does show you like step by step what it is. So here's the deal. Basically, when we go to thaw our meat, if you ever just put it in the sink, say you need to thaw it quickly, you don't have time, you forgot to put it in the fridge, you need to fix dinner, and you'll put it in the sink with like warm or hot water, it floats. So this is made to keep it in there. So this suction cups to the bottom, and then you put your frozen meat underneath it, the packaging, and it keeps it underwater so it thaws faster or like more quickly. So I'm going to show you how it works. We're not going to wait for it to like thaw out, but I want to show you how it holds it underwater so we can see if it actually works, because I feel like after the last product, the fail, I want to see if this one does. So I have everything laid out that I need. I love that it also tells you like how long to thaw it. It tells you like if it's fish or chicken or steak or whatever, how long. But it says like step 1, you're going to stick this to the bottom. So I'm going to put it over here. Make sure, yeah, it's on there. And then now I'm gonna fill up my sink. So I would probably still need to add a little bit more water if it wants to be like submerged in it. But as soon as I put this in and put it on the bottom, it wanted to float up, and this catches it and keeps it underwater. So it's just a neat little gadget. You don't have to have it, but it does help if you need something to thaw quickly. It keeps it all the way underneath there. So if you're looking for something like that, it's gonna be linked for you. Since we're in here talking about my sink, I have to share this product. It was not in the list for today, but it's a must. Can you tell my sink scratched? It looks so much bigger in person, I'll tell you that, and worse. And like I can sit here and try to clean it, like I'm rubbing hard and it does not come off. But I have a solution. I talk about this all the time. I always say it's like magic in a bottle, and this is actually on Amazon, but there's 2 ways to buy it, and you can save money if you go to their actual site. So this is it. I'm gonna show you how it works. Like you saw me scrub that, it's not coming off. This will clean anything off your countertops. Like I've had blueberry pink like juice stained into my countertops, and it comes right out. So I'm just telling you, like, you need this. You just need this in your life. It's non-toxic. I love Jaws. I have all their cleaners, but this is one of my top favorites. So if you buy it from Amazon, it's like $16.99 with like $4.99 shipping. I'm gonna put that link there just in case you want to check out all together. But if you go to the Jaws website, I'm gonna have that link too. Plus I have a coupon code, and it's actually 25. You're gonna get 25% off, and like shipping's cheaper over there. Plus you get like $4.25 off with my discount. It just makes it cheaper. So it makes it under $16.99. I think it was like $16.25, $16.24. And it's for like a 2-pack, which is gonna last you forever. I think it even comes with a sponge. It's a whole set. It's a must. If you need a housewarming gift, this is the way to go. But let me show you how well it works. I wish I could show you like for real how bad this is. On camera, it never looks as bad as it actually is. So I just squirt a little bit out and rub, and it's already gone. Like that is how easy it works. It's magic. I'm telling you, it's magic in a bottle. So I use it in my sink. I know a lot of the times, like right here, I'll get black marks from like belts or something hitting it. It literally just wipes right off with this stuff. Like now that this has stuff on it, I'll just go through my house and start hitting like any scuffs, scratches, black marks. I don't know what's in this thing, but it's magical, and I'm gonna have a link down below for you. Okay, here's the last product. I was gonna say last but not least, but I don't know because I've never tried it, and this is a Chase product. sometimes he picks out stuff that I'm like, that is so cool, that's neat. And then other times I'm like, wow, I can't wait to try that out. This is one of them. So when he opened it, I was like, what is it? And I was like, I couldn't even find it like on our order. Like I was searching things and he sent me the link. So we're gonna test it out. But basically you put it over your pot when you're like boiling water or food, and it's supposed to keep the water from boiling over. So it sounds really cool, right? Like hopefully it works. It's made for all sizes. Like if you have a big pot, small pots, it goes over them. And apparently, but wait, there's more in this info commercial, you can put items on top to steam them. So while you're boiling water with something in it, like pasta or something, you can steam your vegetables up top. I don't have anything to steam today. I'm just gonna see if it keeps the water from boiling over, but let's check out this Chase product that he ordered and see if it works. While we're getting that water to boil, it's gonna take a little bit. I put a lot in so we can try to make it boil. I wanted to show you it does fit on different size options. So like this is a really big pot. Let's see if I can get it on there right. And it fits it and still has like a lot of room left over. So even if you have a lot bigger one, it's gonna fit. If it's like a medium sized one, it kind of dips down. I feel like this one would be really good for like the steaming if you're gonna do it, like the way it like locks into it. And then the smaller one, like it fits all of them. It's just the way it sits on it, but you can see how it's vented right there. So I get like if the water's steaming or boiling, it's gonna come up, and this is where you put the items you want to steam, just so you know. I do feel like this pot fits it the best. I don't know why, maybe not. But you just like set it on top of it. But I'm really curious to see if it actually like keeps the water. And I guess the reason it does, it's like angled in, like this kind of drops into the pot a little bit. So it's gonna come up here and then go back down. We will see. So of course when I'm cooking and I don't want anything to steam over, it always like steams over and gets like the foam. But now that I need it to happen on camera, it's not going to. It's probably because there's not food in here. But I'm gonna pop up a picture, and you can also click on the link and a lady films like how it like steams over, and basically it does. It catches it on here and then takes it back down. So do with that what you will. It is nice. To me, it's preventing the steaming from even going over, like something about it. So I'm gonna keep it for a little while and just, I'm gonna throw it on when I'm cooking and see how it does. What's nice is it's easy to store, and it's got these handles so you can just pick it up. It also said it's like microwave safe. So if you're putting a dish in the microwave and you don't want it to like splatter, you can use this too. So it has a lot of different functions. So I'm gonna call it a win. Chase did good again. So I really wish it would boil over, but I've been sitting here a while and it's just not gonna happen. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching today's video. These always are fun, and I really do hope they just like save you time and money. That's the whole point. Is it's really hard to buy products and then ship them back if you don't want them, and I know a lot of people won't. I know a lot of people in my family or friends just don't take the time, and then you can just waste so much money. So my goal with these videos is if you're looking for a product, or maybe you don't know you're looking and you find a product that's gonna make life easier. So I wanna make your life easier, I wanna save you time, I wanna save you money. If I can do all three of them at the same time, that's even better. But my goal is just to help you guys out, and it's always fun testing them out and just seeing like, do they work, do they not? I probably might start doing these twice a month so I can do fewer products where we actually test them out like today. I know sometimes when they have like a sale going on, I just try to get as many as the sale items in these videos as possible, but I like to slow it down. So we're gonna shoot for 2 a month. You guys have to let me know what you think and send in your requests. Like, do you want closet organization? Would you guys want like an Amazon fashion video? You know, just there's so many different things on Amazon. So let me know if there's like a specific video you guys wanna see, and I'll start ordering products and we can test them out together. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much, especially on these videos. You seem to love them, and I just appreciate you guys so much for clicking on those links down below. It always helps me and my family out. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.